The best of high school sports is right here. Live from Studio A in Yuma, Arizona. Friday Night Lights starts right now. Sponsored by Exceptional Community Hospital.
Welcome to Week 8 of Friday Night Lights, sponsored by Exceptional Health. I'm Morgan Feller. Beside me is my co-host, Jalen Fong.
Yes, Morgan, a lot of exciting action this week. Last week we started over in the Imperial Valley, and this week we're going to be doing the exact same thing.
That's right. The Central Spartans are making the trip over to Holtville, where the Vikings are playing in the IVL for the first time since 1959. This is Central's second league match. To jog your memory, Imperial walked off Central on a game-winning field goal last week.
Could Central bounce back and get their first league win? Or would Holtville continue their dominance and cement themselves as a contender in the IVL?
Well, Jalen, we are about to find out. To Burger Field we go, where the Spartans made the trip to Holtville, already 0-1 in league play, and there are those Vikings playing their first IVL game since 1959. KYMA TV, not even a thing. Pick this up in the first quarter. Luis Jimenez drops back, fires to Emiliano Morales. He gets knocked on the way and runs all the way in for the score. They would go up 7-0 after making an extra point on the next drive. Enrique Armas gets his number called and shakes some defenders at the line of scrimmage, breaks free on a large run. Wouldn't be a Holtville highlight without his name in it. Look at him go. Their drive would eventually stall out within the 10 after going for it on fourth down, but everything worked out in the Vikings' favor. Central's other QB, Alec Hernandez, drops back and fires, but Santiago Cerez of Holtville leaps in front for the diving interception. An excellent read by the senior defender. On the very next play on offense, Holtville dials up a deep shot. Alonzo Cuevas, a name you should be familiar with by now, lofts a pass right in the breadbasket to Alan Correas. Deep ball is immaculate. Following the score, Vikings would go for two and convert. Vikings go up 8-7 in the first quarter, and their long-awaited return back to IVL play. The Vikings win 32-27, while Spartans fall to 0-2 in the league play.
Amazing finish to that one. Let's head over to Raider Field now, where Cibola looking to make it 3 wins in a row at home as they welcome in Estrella Foothills out of Goodyear. First quarter right here, quarterback Xavier Rodriguez throws it wide to Daniel Sainz, trying to make a couple defenders miss before being taken down by DJ Sapanen. Raiders forced to punt on this drive. The next will possession, Mickey Raftery's pass deflects off the shoulder of his receiver and lands harmlessly on the turf, but that luck would run out as on the next play. This pass is intercepted by Christian Rodriguez. He takes it all the way back inside the 20, setting up the Raiders in the red zone. Look it up. He's fired up, trying to get some points on the board for his Cibola teammates. Raiders now looking on fourth down. Rodriguez connects with the diving Damian Camarillo, setting the Raiders up with the first and goal. And looking to get into the end zone, Marquise Montague takes the handoff, dives toward the goal line, but is called down at the 1. Raiders unable to punch it in and will settle for a short field goal to go up by 3 early on in this one. Second quarter now, Wolves looking to trip up the Raiders and the cameraman as well, looking with some misdirection by Will Davis, busting up the middle for a score. Extra point would be good, putting the Wolves up 7-3, and they would go on to win this one by a final of 32-16. Raiders losing their first home game on the year.
Imperial looks to keep their undefeated season alive against the Calexico Bulldogs in Imperial Valley League action. Imperial starts with a great field position after an unsuccessful Calexico onside kick. And if there are 3 things certain in life, it's death, taxes, and Darren Hueso breaking big runs for the Tigers. This one goes for a nice 40 yards. The Tigers find themselves on the doorstep of 6, and it is going to be sophomore Trey Ruiz crossing the goal line for Imperial. However, they would miss the extra point. They only go up 6, but Calexico managed to piece together a methodical drive thanks to plays like this run by Andre Lopez. The Bulldogs continue to feed Lopez, who gets busy in the screen game, refusing to go down here, picking up the first down on 3rd and 10, dragging defenders with him. And after getting fed the whole drive, it's Lopez once again carrying the ball over the plane to tie the game at 6. They would also miss the extra point to keep the game tied. But the Tigers, big plays go hand in hand like peanut butter and jelly. This time, it's Gio Robles taking the catch across the middle all the way within Calexico's 10-yard line. Calexico couldn't manage much in the final 3 quarters, and Imperial keeps taking big strides with a 34-6 final. We've got a lot more coming your way, from the longtime Telegraph Pass Cup rivalry to some games from last night.
We're marching down the field and picking up every first down along the way. More Friday Night Lights right after this quick water break.
What if you could whiten your teeth by simply brushing your teeth? Now you can with Smile Actives, the teeth whitening breakthrough that safely gets your teeth white and keeps them white every day, just by brushing your teeth.
I never thought that whitening my teeth could be so easy. I just put the gel on the brush, the toothpaste on it, brush, and I can see my white teeth.
Simply add Smile Actives to any toothpaste, and our patented PolyClean technology activates into a powerful microfoam that penetrates into the enamel surface to safely lift and remove stains.
You need a simple way to whiten your teeth, without strips, without trays, without going to the dentist. And it was about time that a product was developed that you would be able to do that with just brushing.
And now Smile Actives is even better with new Pro Whitening Gel with 33% greater whitening power, clinically shown to whiten teeth faster, up to 8 shades. 100% of users saw whiter teeth. On food stains, coffee and wine stains, even on veneers, crowns, and dentures.
I eat the blueberries, I drink the coffee, and I know that Smile Actives will keep my teeth white every day.
If you could use something so easy like Smile Actives to take yellow teeth to white teeth, why wouldn't you?
Why spend hundreds of dollars for whitening treatments at the dentist when now you can whiten your teeth with new Smile Actives Pro Whitening Gel every time you brush your teeth? Call or go to smileactives.com and for a limited time get new Pro Whitening Gel for just $24.95. Order in the next 5 minutes and buy one, get one absolutely free for just $24.95. That's 2 for 1 and save 58%. We'll even include free shipping. Get your teeth whiter guaranteed or return it within 60 days for your money back.
I smile every day now.
The difference is literally night and day.
So now I'm always smiling, always choosing, because now my teeth are much whiter.
This offer is not available in stores, so call or click now before the special buy one, get one free offer goes away.
Look closely and you'll see adventure, discovery, even a little mud. These 4x4s provide the muscle, tech, and durability needed to go anywhere. The 2025 Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport. It's time to see Ford in a new light. Now lease Bronco Sport Big Ben for just $269 a month or Bronco Big Ben for $399 a month. Go to your San Diego County Ford dealers.
Join us for FNL, sponsored by Exceptional Community Hospital. You're watching Friday Night Lights, home of football from across the desert Southwest.
Welcome back to Week 9 of Friday Night Lights. I'm Morgan Feller. To my right is Jalen Fong.
We're going to turn our attention now to one of the oldest rivalries to cover, but as of late, it's been very one-sided.
It sure has. Jalen. Antelope has had San Pasquale's number over the last 20 years, beating them 7 consecutive times. The last time the Warriors won was the year 2000.
Adding some salt to the wound, the total score difference spans 346 to 77 over that time span. San Pasquale has been blanked the last 3 times the Rams have faced off, with at least 45 points in those 7 games. There are those Rams trying to defend that Telegraph Pass Cup, having won this thing all the way back since 2000. The Warriors coming in as hungry as ever to claim it. We take you to the first possession right here for the Rams. Martinez versus Martin battle right here. 2 of the best in the country. Isaiah Martinez gets the best of him in round 1. Antelope would get busy on their next possession, handing this one to Lucien Womack, and he gets around the edge to get closer to Warrior territory. The Rams will take advantage a few plays later. That's Train Figueroa on the play action, dropping back and finding Kevin Yegovian, and scampers all the way to the end zone. Antelope, first one getting on the board, 7-0. Warriors would not quit yet as Cornejo drops back to the pass, and he fits this one to receiver Michael Harris, who does his job picking up the first down and putting the Warriors in a good spot in the red zone. That's where they hand the ball off to their star back, Alex Acuna, who piles forward a couple of Rams, scoring SP's first touchdown of the night. We got a 7-7 ball game here in the Telegraph Pass Club, but The Rams will put up more scores before the break and were able to finish to close out the second half, keeping the Telegraph Pass Cup winning by a final of 45-20. We're going to head over to the Imperial Valley now. My hometown, Calipatria Hornets, coming off of 3 straight wins as they are welcoming in the Somerton Toros, so looking for win number 1 on the year. Calipatria's first drive, they march down the field and hand it off to Ryan Potter, who waltzes in 6-0 Calipat. They go for 2 and make it 8-0 with the 2-point conversion. Following drive, Somerton hands this one off to Jose Polino, making a couple of guys miss in the rain and takes it all the way deep into Hornet territory for a 70-yard gain inside the 5-yard line. That would actually set up Somerton for their first opportunity for points as kicker Diego Felix comes out with a 25-yard field goal, buries this one. Rain, no rain, Somerton cuts the lead down to 5. Calipat would continue to put the foot on the gas with Daniel Acala stepping back and finding Sebastian Lopez, who heads towards the pylon with some speed. No Toro's going to get him, and Calipat scores once again, making it 14-3 after the failed 2-point conversion. They would continue to hammer, and still in the same half, Potter takes this one and finds his way to the end zone once again. Calipatria ends up routing Somerton in this one, 48-3. The Hornets advance to 4-2 on the year and get their 4th straight win before starting up league play. They're going to take on Palo Verde at home, while Somerton falls to 0-7, still looking for their first win of the year.
We have a lot more to get to, including a matchup from last night, our helmet props, play of the night, and out-of-town scoreboard.
We're going to be right back after this quick TV timeout.
Hi, I'm Skylar Heisey, and here's what's coming up Monday on Sunrise. A major shakeup for college sports gambling rules. The NCAA could soon let student athletes and staff bet on professional sports. We'll break down what's next and when the change could take effect. Plus, a warning for diet soda drinkers. New research suggests just one a day can risk of liver disease. We'll break down the findings and what health experts recommend. You can find these stories and more Monday only on Sunrise.
Getting the home of your dreams is easy during the home makeover sale at Furniture Row. Find great deals on sofas, bedrooms, and dining groups. Or get 60 months no-interest financing. The home makeover sale, on now at Furniture Row.
Your goals are unique. Your financial plan should be too. That's why at Sun Community, everything we do is tailored for you. Discover what's possible with a personalized financial review. Get guidance from our certified financial counselors, and explore financial education for every season of life. At Sun, we'll meet you where you're at and take you where you want to go, because our goal is your vitality. Sun Community, shine on. Federally insured by NCUA.
Here in the Imperial Valley, you've got 3 Quick Lane locations ready for you. At the Imperial Valley Mall, at El Centro Motors, and in Brawley, where you'll also find our off-road and collision center. At Quick Lane, we take care of your car with oil changes, brakes, tires, and more. Always with specialized technicians. And the best part, we service all makes and models. Trust Quick Lane. Fast, reliable, professional service. It's just that easy at Quick Lane.
I can't get a hold of my mom.
I'm sure it's nothing.
Hello?
This is Life Alert. Your mother had an emergency, and we dispatched paramedics to her home.
What happened?
She had a fall, but don't worry. She is safe, and the paramedics are helping her right now.
Life Alert saves a life every 11 minutes. Whether it's to report a fall, a medical emergency, or an intruder, with one simple touch of a button, Life Alert sends help immediately.
Call 800-230-6030. That's 800-230-6030.
It's the 30th anniversary sale at Denver Mattress. And that means 30% off the Consumer Reports recommended Doctor's Choice Plush. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Or score 60 months no interest and free shipping. The 30th anniversary sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
You're watching Friday Night Lights, home of football from across the desert Southwest.
Welcome back once again. We want to give a special thank you to our sponsor, Exceptional Community Hospital. We've covered a lot already, but we aren't done yet. The Kofa Kings stormed into the Hawks' Nest, looking to dethrone the top dogs of Yuma County football, Gila Ridge.
With all their weapons at their disposal, they really have started to cement themselves as the team to beat right here in Yuma County.
They really have. This team's dangerous, and let's see why. Let's head out to the Nest at Veterans Memorial Stadium. Gila Ridge on a 5-game win streak hosting the Kofla Kings, who are coming off a big win against Somerton. We'll pick this one up at opening kick. Noheo Wiggins, he's going to retrieve the ball here, has blockers in front of him, shakes a tackle, and is running up the sideline. A lot of green grass and was inches away from taking the opening return to the house. Kofa has a touchdown-saving play. They would capitalize a couple plays later as Isaac Solis rolls to his right and finds Anderson Lesor. Hawks go up 7-0, less than a minute and a half into the game. A couple drives later, Kofa has the ball. Luis Rodriguez finds Nigel Escalante for a nice gain. That was one of their bigger plays of the night. But moments later, it would fall apart. Rodriguez would drop back, unload a deep shot, but Gage Hansen comes down with the one-handed pick. An unbelievable play by the junior defensive back, could be in the running for play of the year. Caught him on the sideline, celebrating with coach. Get up there. Look at that. Gotta love that. Outstanding play. A couple drives later, Hawks dial up play action and find who is that? That's Drew Cottle. He is playing on the other side of the ball here. The senior defensive tackle catches his first touchdown in his high school career. That'll extend their lead 28-0. Rodriguez back on offense, finds Isaiah Luna on the screen. He'll escape the tackle, gets a nice gain, but they would end up fumbling on the next play. You'll see that here in a moment. Gila Ridge would win their 6th straight 63-6 as they advance to 6-1. It's kind of a tongue twister right there. Meanwhile, Kofa falls to 3-4. Let's take a look at those out-of-town scores. Palo Verde would beat Vincent Memorial 20-14. The Scots had first and goal with less than 30 seconds left. Failed to find the end zone. Vincent Memorial still looking for that first win, and we'll bump down to that other score with the Yuma Criminals. They are also still looking for their first win, 26-0 against Agua Fria, I believe it was.
Exactly. Agua Fria over in the Avondale area. And take a look at this one. A huge upset in AIA. The AIA Game of the Week. Yuma Catholic Shamrocks coming away with a huge road victory over the Cactus Cobras, 30-7. Starting to steer the ship right for Coach Vernon Smith and those Shamrocks.
Absolutely. 3rd win of the season, including last week's and that forfeit win. So they're starting, to kind of get stuff rolling.
Exactly. You know what? And also that meat of that region schedule coming up for them and some favorable matchups. Cactus easily the hardest team left on their schedule. They have Willow Canyon, they have West Point coming up. Some of those games are at home, so it's going to be a long trip for those teams over in Phoenix to make that trip to Yuma County and try to beat them over at Ricky Gwynn Stadium.
Absolutely. That drive is not the best. I haven't done it yet, but it's 2.5, 3 hour drive. You get a little tired on the bus. I'm sure us athletes know how it goes. Let's take a look at our helmet props, Jalen. I'll let you take the lead here.
Well, first off, first time all year long that we've been able to come out to, I'm going to say a little shout out to Gila Ridge, but the real veteran stadium right here, Calipatria, my hometown, haven't gone to them all year long. And this one goes out to Sebastian Lopez, main man right here, taking over for Dominic Hawk and that Rick Stewart offense right here. Couple of bumpy games in the beginning, losing heartbreakers in overtime to Mount Empire and a 1-point loss to Mar Vista, putting them at 0-2, putting them a little bit left for dead, but 4 straight wins, setting them up for a huge league opener against Palo Verde, who you saw won their league opener today against Vincent. Calipatria looking for their first outright league title in school history.
I love it. I am going with the Holtville Vikings. I covered them a lot tonight. They made their presence known in the IVL in an absolute barn burner. Everyone got involved in this one. Jason Turner has these guys humming, and IVL has got some good contenders. There's a lot of talent right there.
Exactly. You know what? Holtville coming away with a huge first victory. They got that first domino to fall. Now they have they beat Central. They have Imperial and Brawley. Could they go and win it in their first year in the league? They have the talent to do so, right?
I think they do. Between Alonso Cuevas and Enrique Armas, and their defense is flying around. They're looking real good. Let's pull up that play of the night. We're going to have Gage Hansen. We talked about this just moments ago. Gage Hansen gets up there, climbs the ladder for the one-handed interception. Interception alone is impressive. To do it One-handed is absolutely mad. This could be the play of the year. Time will tell. We'll find out soon.
Exactly. You know what? Gila Ridge looking like the best team in Yuma County. Their biggest game coming up on October 24th. When they go on the road for Sierra Linda, another undefeated team, to see how they're going to be positioned in the 4A conference.
Let's pull up the today's best as we sign off. We'll leave you with that. We want to give a special thank you to our sponsor, Exceptional Community Hospital. We also want to give a special tip of the cap to our viewers. Thank you for joining us week after week. And a shout out to our general manager, Dave Miller, our news director, Ernesto Romero, along with our whole Friday Night Lights team, especially